I'm not sure.
Get out of here, bitch ass wife.
I never know how much before the show that the stream is able to pick up.
I guess we'll find out.
Did you get that?
We should make a real intro. This is just a meme intro.
Yeah.
We love Sam Hyde.
I'll figure it out.
He's so cool. I want to be just like him.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Degeneracy Live, episode 89.
I forgot I'm on camera.
Yeah, you were on camera. What were you about to do? What were you about to do?
No, I wasn't gonna do anything. That's why I said that.
We
I forgot,
typically
like, I
save
have to
this
do shit.
segment for a little bit later in the show, but fuck it. Now, because I'm so hyped up. It's been a minute. 10 balls.
Let's do it.
Each ball
Each ball
has
a number.
Yeah! Swirl the
number.
Pick a number.
It's gonna be 10.
7!
5.
I'm feeling a 1. Why not?
Today's number
Fuck you,
is 3.
I was gonna say 3, but I'm like, no, I'm just saying that because it's Wednesday.
Today's lesson: never doubt yourself, ever, for any
Never.
reason.
Never
Unless
That's
it's
one of
bad.
the many
numbers.
lessons that you will learn throughout this stream.
Yes.
I'm
Education.
gonna pick 10 every time now until it happens.
Most paramount lesson of
yeah.
all: nothing happens. Let's talk about this.
Talk about what? Did something happen?
No.
Oh,
Hey guys,
Stream over, everybody.
Okay, so
check this out.
more intrepid viewers of our show might have noticed that the episode was branded differently. We had a different thumbnail, different everything, right?
Yeah, we
I'll pull
sort of
that up.
branded this episode around like the end of the world, and then a couple hours later they were like, "JK."
A couple hours later, Biden went in and went, "You want to know my secret? I just didn't fucking touch anything."
Okay, so let me
And-
pull up the original thumbnail we had for
Yes.
this episode
Made by me,
by Bronze.
and I'm so sad that it's been wasted.
Well, it's still here. It's archived now. So
There we go.
Donald J. Trump.
I don't know if you guys were aware of
I don't know if you
anything
guys know who
yesterday,
he
but
is.
Something happened.
Well, this was a couple days prior. It was like 3 days ago.
I don't
or
know who
something.
this guy is. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, the
Donald
market was
John
crashing
Trump,
for a couple days.
President of the United States, 45th and 47th.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
Well, no, the J stands for Jeb.
Jeb.
Bush or the
Anyways.
Minecraft developer?
He has like a weird fundamental misunderstanding of how
Everything.
tariffs and trade balances work, where he thinks raising tariffs will affect our trade deficit. When it just causes American consumers to foot the bill on typical, like, anything, right?
Yeah.
We import
You
everything
will
here
own nothing
and
and you will
export
be happy.
everything. Like, especially shit that doesn't make money because it's made for pennies on the dollar, like textiles and especially agriculture, which is so fucking subsidized in America anyways that we have to import shit still. So Trump was like, we're going to have tariffs because fuck you. And the stock market, as you all probably know, fucking shit the bed like someone that shits
Like
a
a
bed.
baby.
The screenshot
Like a
in the-
fucking baby.
The screenshot in the background of the thumbnail here was a couple days into it when like things were starting to level out a bit more, but like there was a time that I saw where this entire screen was bright red.
It was
It's
hell.
like a blood. It was bloodshot.
Yeah. Like, I think the NASDAQ was down 12%, the NYSE Composite was down 10, S&P 500 was down like 9% over 5 days. I know someone that lost a year's worth of gains on their Roth IRA in a week, right? It was insanity. Donald
It
Trump
was a red
said,
wave.
you will... Oh, it was a red wave. The red wave happened.
Finally,
It
They
was
were
Donald
late.
Trump
insanity.
said...
The TV. Oh, sorry.
Donald Trump said, "You will work until you die and own nothing in the meantime. Enjoy
And
it."
you will be happy.
We'll be
Yeah.
happy.
And
Oh yeah,
you-
there was a funny detail that I do want to point out during the hellscape. So every stock was red.
Yeah.
There were a couple of like green ones. Again, this one was like a bit before, like just at the first frame of it coming back up. But
Yeah.
when it was all red, there were 2 stocks that were still in the green.
Oh yeah.
One of them was J.P. Morgan. Which, like, sure, he can't die somehow. And two was United Healthcare.
Oh yeah, they were up 5%. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Life insurance pays off pretty good when everyone's killing themselves.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
do you
guess
remember when fucking
And
Brian
see
Thompson
image 2.
got
See
fucking
image 2 for
he got
the suicide
fucking
thing.
blown away and the stock price increased? I mean, that's pretty good, right? But yeah,
Genuinely fucking cruelty squad. Like, actually what happens in that fucking game.
but now we are so back, guys. It only
We did it.
cost us a year's worth of gains on, the stock market. We lost a year's worth of value in 3 days, but we're back.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
I can't.
Did you
can't
buy
wait
the dip?
I can't wait for everyone, every stupid person to be like, "Yo, did you see what Trump did? Trump was great for the economy. Everything was green that one time."
The art of the deal.
He did it by undoing the thing that he did. He did it.
Yes.
He fixed the economy by putting it back the way it was. That's kind of the
Think he just-
conservative move, right? To fuck up everything and then undo that and then act like they fixed it, right?
Yeah.
He managed
ahead,
to
Jay.
discover the Control Z shortcut on his keyboard.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Ah.
What's
Do you
what's,
think he even
okay.
made that decision, or do you think he called someone and went, "They don't like me, please make them like me"?
Okay. See, well, he would never listen to anyone else say, dude, fucking, when someone interviewed him and asked if he thinks JD Vance is a worthy successor to him, he said, no, but he's pretty good. It's like, he's the vice
Who?
president. He's, yeah, who?
When you get impeached, he's gonna be the president.
Oh, but I do want to point out, by the way, that this isn't a permanent pause, a permanent, like, dissolution of tariffs. It has been delayed another 90 days. If you guys remember when he first got put into power, he said he was going to do tariffs day 1, and then he's like, okay, I'll kick the can down the road 90 days. And
30 days.
it was... No, it was like 60 days, actually. I'm pretty sure, maybe it
I
was
thought it
90.
was 90.
I thought it was 90, actually, yeah.
Well, it has not been 90 days since January.
I mean,
20,
yeah,
so there's a
April.
problem there.
Yeah, April would be
60,
a
like,
bit.
he delayed it. I think it was actually 45 days. I think that's what it was. So
He delayed it,
He delayed it,
regardless.
right? And then time up, and the tariffs went into place, and immediately, we were in hell for 3 days, and then he undoes the tariffs and says, okay, we're gonna delay it 90 days this time. So look forward to the eventual stream when we are having the same exact conversation, and then look forward to the same subsequent stream 93 days from now, having this exact conversation. Look forward to that, ladies and gents. That'll be during the
Keep
You're
IRL
gonna
show.
fucking
won't it?
kidding me. There's
Thumbnail.
someone at my school named Sam Hyde. There's someone at my school with... Okay, it's
Sam?
Sam
Sam?
Hyde.
Oh, so not
Sam
even so a different
So-
name.
I am.
No.
Okay.
You want to know? I need to tell you how it's spelled. Hayde.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I'm sorry.
undercover. That's why.
So
That
so
second thing is
was there a
so
point to you
much
saying
things.
this? Or
It shocked me. It shocked me. I'm sorry.
just fucking derailing the whole
So
conversation.
for the Trump, the 2 policies that we have for the Trump campaign now are 9/11s are mandatory, and the 2008 housing crisis is also mandatory.
Oh my god. Oh, haven't we? Yeah, I love how in our lifetime we've had like 3 financial meltdowns.
Yeah.
And you want to know who is in power every
Well,
time?
2008, 2020,
Donald
2025
Trump.
now.
I've had 4.
So you've had
We
4.
haven't had an actual meltdown yet. It's time for Chernobyl.
Well, don't.
Okay.
It's time for
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyls are now mandatory.
Chernobyl.
Woo!
Chernobyl 2.
Peggle 2.
Yeah. Oh man. So I guess. Damn, I actually almost wanted the tariffs to last long enough to see what the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 would have been.
Oh,
Because
God.
Yeah.
if that had happened, they could have ran fucking Adolf Hitler under the Democratic ticket, and he would have won 500 votes.
Now I'm gonna have to.
If the Nintendo
actually
Switch
buy a
2 was
Nintendo
600.
Switch 2.
I
God damn
know.
it.
God damn it.
That was like my one
That was my one
contrarian
thing.
opinion about Nintendo is that they priced their shit too high. But now it's gonna be like $5.
No, it's still gonna get marked up a bunch because a lot of the shit's gonna be from China.
I felt
Yeah.
lucky because I literally a few days ago bought an imported Japanese fucking car. And like if I wanted to buy that any later, it would have cost like I checked the prices before and after, it would have cost like twice as much.
Gosh.
Yeah, I know.
$8,000.
No.
I spent $3,700 on a Japanese Prius. Let me pull this
I
up.
thought it
for
was
you.
4,000. Why do you keep moving the fucking price
It's
around? You just lie to me
37.
all the
Okay,
time.
I say
Fuck you.
4,000 because I have to spend on like fucking registration, this and that for it. But like everything in the car is fucking tip top. So
I remember when Paulie got the car out, I'm on the phone with him because I had to keep him awake, and he just goes, "Dude, I got a knob in this thing that just goes from fucking 20 to 30. I don't know what the fuck this thing does."
everything's in fucking Japanese. It's in kilometers and shit. And you know, of course, the steering wheel's on the right side. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I probably looked drunk as shit driving down the fucking I-90.
I got a knob I got a dial in this bitch that goes from 20 to 30.
There's
I don't know what the
a
fuck
knob
is
that
going
goes
on.
20 to 30.
Yeah, 30
got-
miles per hour.
Sorry.
And a tape deck.
I
Anyways,
tell him,
and-
I tell him,
And
right?
there's a button next to the AC to fill the cut. That's nice.
Oh, it has a TV.
I'm telling him,
where do you see-
like I'm on the.
Oh, full.
Oh, and there's the VTuber button above that.
Okay.
V2
So
now.
it's a 1998 Japanese Toyota Prius. The color looks even better in person.
Is this the same backyard that T-Bob filmed his truck video in?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm so pissed off because right now it's outside currently, but it's not being driven or anything. It's under a tarp too. So like, but like once I get this thing, it's staying in my fucking garage. It looks so nice in person. The color is like even more like kind of saturated pearly blue, like a periwinkle color almost.
Mm.
It's there's zero rust on it. It's got 78,000 miles on it. 71,000 actually. And
Did you
it gets
get any of the fun license plates that we talked about?
Oh, we will get to that. I haven't gotten
no.
I haven't gotten the registration transferred over to me yet, but when I do that, that's when I get that license plate. So just you
Ooh.
wait. We got a special license plate. We'll see that in the next stream. I'm going to keep you
Alright.
guys in suspense for that. There's some fungus growing in the screen or something it looks like.
Nice.
I don't know what that
I
is.
thought it was in tip-top shape, dickhead.
That's the one like thing. That's like the
The
one
one
thing that
flaw.
the screen is a little fucked.
You have the mold compartment.
The mold. It has the either I don't know if that's like the Japanese inspection sticker or registration or whatever, but it's got
Bye!
it's got that
No, there's actually
This
only
car
ever
was
been
made
5
at
of them.
5 p.m.
at 5:55 p.m. I like it, and $3,700. I stole that bitch. So
Wait, you stole $3,700 from that guy?
yeah.
Yeah, and the car.
So when we're in town in June, do we get to be in this thing? What the fuck's that
Yes.
screen?
That's the mold compartment. It's not actually mold. It's just like moisture that's under there.
What does that screen do?
That shows like when you're. It's a hybrid, so it's showing like your regen and your all that.
That's
I don't know.
the TV. It's like
it's
a
all
Tesla.
in-
You can play Sonic 1 on there.
It's all still in fucking Japanese, so I have to figure out what the fuck it says. But like
Do you think you could watch TV on that bitch?
no, you can't. I used to have a Prius before that, and it had the same thing on it. It was just like it tells you when you're charging the regen battery or when you're using battery.
So did you ever find out what the fuck the TV button does?
I didn't even press it. I don't know why I
Hold
have
on.
two. I have two FM buttons. I don't know if you guys saw that. I have an FM button here and an AM FM button here.
I'm looking up what it does. I'm curious.
It
I think
deploys
what
a
it
flat
might-
screen TV.
I think what it might do is it might tune into like TV stations that were like broadcasting over the air, but like you could only hear it. Like you can't actually like watch TV in the fucking thing.
It drops down a curved screen on the windshield so that you can watch TV.
Oh, yeah, it changes your windshield to a big television.
Yeah, you can watch Madagascar
actually
while you
cannot
drive.
figure out what the fuck it. I looked up TV button 1998 Japan Prius, and I just can't fucking find anything.
Okay.
I'll send you this thread though about switching everything to English break because you might need this.
Yeah. That's actually perfect. Oh wait, is this? This is a 2004 Prius. I don't. Okay, so the Prius I have, another important thing, this was never sold in America. So like I can in other Priuses you can change it from kilometers to miles per hour, etc. You cannot do that with this Prius. It is stuck in Japanese. I have to learn another language to drive this bitch.
Oh, you literally cannot change it to English at all.
I'm pretty sure you cannot. Maybe
I mean,
you
it
could.
won't fucking it won't fucking void your warranty if you like mod your car.
No, I know. But it's like
Can
there's
you-
only
can
like
you put
five.
the homebrew channel on your car?
There's only like 5 buttons that are in Japanese, so like, you know.
Yeah, but like the miles per hour thing.
Well, the miles.
You
Okay, so to convert.
could probably just pop out that part and then put the miles per hour thing in.
I mean, to convert kilometers to miles per hour, what I have been told is to just multiply it by 6, and then add a 0, and then you move the you add a 0, then multiply it by 6, and then move the decimal. There's some
See, you're
trick.
learning things here on Degeneracy Live.
There's some trick to it that I gotta. Like I know that like 55 miles per hour is like 95 kilometers per hour, so like going from there I can get a pretty decent understanding. And by the way, yes, we will be riding around in this when we do the IRL show, which will be
Ooh.
later in June. That we are working behind the scenes to get plans
Yes.
rocked up on this. Bronze, Siri, Daniel, and hopefully SRV. We will see. He will at
Maybe.
least be on the show, but extenuating circumstances. It's difficult to get non corporeal
SRV
beings on a plane.
Yeah, SOV
It's
is
difficult
currently
to be SRV.
yeah, SOV is currently trapped at the bottom of a well, so it may take some time to get him out.
We will see. But he will be on the show one way or another. I would like him in person, but we shall see later on.
Yeah.
You, the viewer, will be informed.
Maybe.
But you guys will not drive this car. If you do drive this car and you crash it, it better fucking kill you.
Well, no,
I think that button
Cracked Eyes
actually does
Review
just
can
tune into
drive.
fucking the television.
I see. So I can't watch it anymore because they changed from. If I was in Japan in 1998, maybe I could have watched TV. But
That'd be a
I
way,
always
though.
wondered that actually, because like there's an episode of Death Note where he's watching TV in the car while he's driving, and I thought that doesn't exist. I guess there it is. So I guess that was a thing.
I guess it's because people in Japan, the thing is, they don't like do what Americans do. Is when they get in the driver's seat, they decide, I need to hit every pedestrian and get into a 20-car pileup and kill everyone.
That was my favorite scene in Death
Oh,
Note,
is
where
that
he
why-
watches Madagascar while he's driving.
Oh, is that why Asians are such notoriously good drivers?
When they're in their home country.
When they're in their home country, where they belong. That is the resolution of today's.
You see, you're learning a lot here on Degeneracy Live.
We
So
are
many-
racist.
That
on
was today's
Degeneracy.
lesson.
All of
the
this is
episode
legally
of
binding.
lessons.
We all agree on these things.
Yeah, nothing
Drake.
happens. Yes.
Speaking of lessons, there was one segment that we usually do that we forgot to do that I do
Yes.
want to do while we have time.
Holidays are today.
Just
holidays are today?
yeah. Good
Ron
segue,
Brown's
by the
birthday.
way, into that.
Yeah, well, it's learning things, you know. That's the moral of this story.
We're learning how to segue.
Oh fuck!
So,
Wait, that's not today, is it?
Is it Ludacris's
Whoa,
birthday?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I was hoping it was Ron Brow's birthday. I just said that. It's
I
not.
was
His birthday is 3 days
confusing-
after mine.
I was confusing today with April 13th.
Okay. So there specifically, I want to mention the birthdays on
It's like I'm back in
this
biology
website that
class.
I have. So happy birthday to first Tommy in it.
Ah!
Oh my god.
And happy birthday to Lil Nas X.
Happy birthday.
Happy
He's
birthday.
cool.
Troy Way! It's Troy Way's birthday today! Fuck!
I was gonna say I was saving that one for last. Happy birthday to Gerard Way of
Oh,
My
it's
Chemical
Liberation Day, Bronze. That was a couple
it's-
days ago.
It's National Winston Churchill Day, so
Ow.
happy
What?
birthday, Winston Churchill.
Ow.
National
My
to
chest hurts.
not. It better not
Na-
fucking be national here.
My chest hurts now.
It's national.
I actually started like beating on my chest really hard right there.
You just broke your ribs.
It's also
You have
apparently National MILF Day.
osteoporosis.
I
So
fucking breathe.
good for them.
You know, it didn't occur to me when I did this show that we were going to do this for more than 1 year. So, doing the holidays, I am now realizing we're gonna run into some repeats.
I'm sure.
I'm mad
Like
that
real holidays.
we've never had a repeat of World Scurvy Day. That was very funny. Or Scurvy Awareness Day.
Scurvy Awareness Day. Well, we've only been doing the show for over 2 years, so like,
Yeah.
you know,
How?
it still happened. I don't know. We just didn't stop. We just kept doing it.
That's uncharacteristic of us.
It's
I've
weird
just had a
how
gun to my head this whole time.
it's weird how 2023 to 2025 things just keep happening.
Well, I mean, they do, but also nothing ever happens.
And nothing.
Yeah.
Trump putting the
Things
tariffs
look
in
like they're
didn't
about to
happen.
happen.
I called my happening guy the other day. He put me on fucking hold.
Things
Dude,
keep threatening to happen.
I called my guy who holds stocks at a Happening Incorporated. Dude, he jumped off the fucking building. He's dead.
I got put on
Nothing's
hold
been
and it
fucking
went
happening.
press 1 for Spanish, press 2 for English. What was that about? Can we talk about that for 45 minutes? I'll be back.
I'm sensing two themes this episode.
What?
What other holidays are today?
What holidays are today?
What holidays are today? It's National Mature Women's Day, so happy birthday, MILFs, to all who celebrate.
Why is there no Immature Men's Day?
Well, that's every day.
That's Bronze's birthday.
Aw,
I meant Drake's. I just said the first person I saw.
okay. It's
Immature
National Unicorn
Immature
Day.
Men's Day is Bronze's birthday. Immature Boys Day is Drake's birthday.
Yeah, that's how he celebrates.
Also, what's wrong with April 13th, Drake? What's wrong with April 13th? I want
What
you
happened?
to tell me.
What happens April 13th?
I don't say anything, Bruns. I want you to tell me, Paulie. What's wrong with April 13th? Oh, he's not even on his fucking computer. Well, I'll fucking
yeah.
sit here and I'll fucking wait.
What happened? I don't know what happens on April 13th.
It's
I don't know.
Homestuck Day, but I don't know if he knows that. I actually kind of want to know if.
Well,
That's what
today's
he's
the
freaking out.
learning episode. Did you know that Tommy Innett's real name is Thomas Simons?
Thomas in it.
Thomas Siemens? Dick Siemens?
Thomas and it.
Thomas in it, baby.
We should have him on the show.
I am really
should.
fucking green.
You are.
You should get that checked out.
You're fucking blue.
That's true. I
Get
should
on
get
the
that
naughty.
checked out.
Yeah.
I'm white.
I want to pound on my chest
You
again,
should
but
get
like
that checked out.
I hit
Yeah.
myself in the ribs in a way, and I could feel it like on like my gums. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I think you broke everything.
Bronze,
That was-
pound on your chest and like stick your tongue out and shit.
No, why would I do that? You're trying to trick me into becoming a gorilla all these years. You can't make me.
Ah!
That was the final straw. Every bone in your body is turned to dust.
All right, I'm back.
All right,
What?
Polly. What happens April 13th?
I don't know.
Why are you
Shit.
dreading that day? No. Go on. Why were you like, oh, that's not today, is it? What happens April
Because of your
13th?
stupid bullshit. You know what you fucking wasting time. You know that I know what it is, and you're just saying this shit
I
Just-
actually don't
just-
know. I did not know you knew what it was.
Well,
It's such like an insignificant thing that I thought
I
you would have just
agree.
probably forgotten.
you're an insignificant thing.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh.
Motherfucker, you asked me to film your goddamn television show. I ought to beat the shit out of you when I come to. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you when I come down there in June.
Yeah, that's the
That
only
was
reason
something
we're
we
going to
agreed
the
on.
IRL episode is
I'll
that we kill
fucking
him.
knock your rock.
I'll beat your cock up.
I'll
Hell in
rock
a
your.
cell.
I'll rock your block off. I don't know. Some shit like that.
I will
Hey.
actually beat your fucking teeth in, dude.
Have you
I
guys
swear
watched
to
this
God.
video of
I'll
Elon
fucking
Musk?
sock your rocks off. Let's see what this is.
The one of him crying.
Everyone's seen that one.
Fuck.
This one should have gotten more attention.
Let's see.
I don't know what the context of this is, but it is something.
I'm glad there's accessibility in this
And if
video,
you
so we
took
can
the
watch.
the people of Italy, and
Deaf people can hear
It
the
is
elegant
it
words.
is pretty fucking quiet. So
They don't hear.
and if you took the people of
You want to be
Italy
pedantic about it.
and you teleported the people of Italy to say some part of
why is he tremoring? Why is he shivering with terror? He looks like
He's gonna get shot.
he's been teleported from like the
Why is
4th
one eye
century.
higher than the other?
It's fucked up. Never take
Why
gas
is it-
station weed, bruh. Why?
Why did his right eye have the gas station weed?
It's like you got
Do y'all see
teleported
that?
straight from like the 11th century and is seeing a camera for the first time. Is like, you better do this speech flawlessly. So he's just mystified and terrified at what he's beholding.
United States.
Why are my glasses off?
It would still be Italy. But if you teleported a bunch of people from some other part of the world to Italy, where they're telling people no longer because they've been teleported to America, then
What?
What?
the region, the geographic region, would no longer be Italy. It would be that other country.
What?
A country.
What?
Wow, it's like countries aren't like actually real, guys. It's like
So-
it's all fucking amorphous.
If you
So if-
teleported
so if,
a
like,
bunch
if
of people,
If we teleport like 1 million people from like Japan or something to Italy, then legally we are not allowed to call it Italy anymore.
I don't think that's
what
what,
the
he's
fuck?
getting
No,
at. I
why
think
did he say the United States at
What
one
is he?
point?
What is he
Okay.
getting at?
Okay, what he's saying is a hypothetical. What I'm assuming this is in context to is him arguing that he's arguing for like an intrinsic nationalism in people, basically. The people are the country, which I would agree with. He's saying if you teleported the people out of Italy, and just put them in the United States, or just put them in some uninhabited country, right, as you started earlier, then that place would become Italy, and the place they left behind would no longer be Italy, even though it has the same it's the same geographic region. He's expressed it very inarticulately and ineloquently, because he's literally like,
But if there's
literally the
another
most-
group of people there, then yeah, it probably wouldn't be Italy because it'd be a different group of people.
yeah, it's weird to call it wouldn't be Italy anymore. 'Cause
I
he
would
says
would
that-
say that this is dumb and stupid because the way that we pick what a country is we point to there and go, I think we should call it that.
Country is its people, not
Yeah.
its geography.
well, geography is part of its part of
Sure,
the
I
country.
guess.
Like, the Grand Canyon is part of America and part of
The reason,
America's,
the reason why we
culture.
call it Italy is because all the people inside of what is now Italy was like, hey, we should call it this, and they went, sure.
Yeah. Also, geography is like never part of the country at all. That's why Venice is
mentioning
just so
Italy-
insignificant. He's never
Him
fucking
mentioning-
been to Italy. What the fuck? Go ahead.
Him mentioning Italy immediately made me think he's gonna defend Mussolini.
That's
Just
would do that,
knowing
wouldn't he?
him.
Yeah. I mean,
Hello, fellows. Welcome to the show. What is life, Smiley? Oh my god.
Yup.
Why'd you type in the chat Polly is AFK as if they can't see?
Jamelin, I'll pay you $15 to beat the fuck out of your husband.
how the fuck is Elon Musk in the position he's in? He's the most inarticulate man in the world. He's like,
Oh, his dad owns slaves, so he has money.
Has there ever
Yeah.
been a time in the last 10 years where you've heard him say something where you're like, you know what? You actually raise a salient point and have expressed it quite clearly and persuasively.
Has there ever been time?
Yeah, do pigs fly?
Uh,
No, they do. Fuck, we saw that one cop guy
yeah,
on the slide.
fucking rocket down the slide there.
yeah.
Fuck, pigs do fly. Fuck, we need a new
We
one.
got that other one, the one that I think I know what you're talking about.
I still don't even know like what this is supposed to be like a point for.
I don't know, but I
You
I
should
think,
be racist.
Besides like you should be racist and
I'm
have
pretty
a
Yeah,
sure
like
that's
the
what it
point.
is.
The point
but-
he wants to make is you should be racist, but like it doesn't even. You
Well,
can't
he's-
even tell what the fuck he's
well,
saying.
he's making
But
it
you
a
can't be
Martin
racist
Daly.
towards Italians, so like that doesn't even matter.
But he's like, well, that's why he's using Italians as an example instead of saying like Nigeria versus the United States or something. He's trying to say
Yeah.
that there's inherent
Hypothetically, Mexico and America.
yeah, that's exact. That's I mean, I'm pretty sure actually you've cracked the code there. That's him trying to make a case for being divisive and exclusive to the United States.
Yes.
I'm looking for oh yeah.
Motherfucker, you're from South Africa.
Here's just something awesome. Be broke.
Oh.
I want to be fucking racist, asshole.
I want my country back.
I want my country back. Be poor.
From who?
From them, you know. It is literally him saying, be poor. I want to be racist.
Did he say in a reply you're a fake Alexander Hamilton enjoyer?
I guess so.
Well,
How is
yeah,
this man
you are
real?
too, because you don't. No, okay. If you're a real Alexander Hamilton owner, you own slaves, but say
Owner?
they're bad. Yeah, I meant fan. I was thinking of the word owner.
Well, I don't have the video, by the way, so I will have to find fucking the video of Donald Trump playing. Here it is. What I
Donald
don't
Trump
know.
playing.
This is him live streaming a video game where he kept dying to like the tutorial boss. I think this was what was the
Hmm.
video game?
I don't know.
It was
One
of
of
I don't
something?
even think he. I don't think he was losing. I think but he left his
No, he
DMs open.
was. He was because
He was.
He was I did witness him losing to the tutorial boss of something 2.
Like that.
League of Legends.
Pads of Exile 2. That's what it is.
Hmm.
All right, so let's check this out. You ruined the country just like you ruined all your marriages.
Anyone spamming the chat?
Anyone spamming the chat? You get ignored.
Okay, I just have to say, this has been pointed out several times already, but why does the richest man in the world have worse camera and mic quality than Siri?
It looks like he's on an airplane.
Hey, my fucking camera mic quality is immaculate, fucker.
Because the United States government has just been paying for his like travel expenses, like
Oh,
taxpayer
yeah,
money.
he's filming this inside of the built-in camera in his Tesla.
Yeah. By the way,
He's filming this through the
I
backup
love
cam.
how slow it takes him to ban whoever the fuck.
Look at that! I really like this facial expression he's making here.
I'm
That's good.
smiling. I'm enjoying this. Just my smile has just been built
at-
upside down.
He's looking in 2 different directions.
He looks like Kermit. Like, look at how long it takes him to even like click on the name and click ignore. Like, all right, that's two names banned. What happened, buddy? How is it possible to look?
Invite to party.
The tremoring,
That
the
is funny.
tremoring of the mouse.
He's
He's so deathly afraid.
It takes him so long to ban.
Dude's getting fucking. Dude is getting like demolished. Dude is getting fucking demolished by fucking HC John Wick.
This is a good observation. He's apparently listening to Grimes. He never took her off of his playlist. Look at how him
Who is
frowning.
Grimes?
Unironic. Grimes was his ex-wife. Grimes is his
What?
ex-wife, I guess.
Is that all she's like notable
That's
for?
who he had
She made-
XAE5 SB129 with.
she made dubstep music. What was actually funny is she's a little bit of a cuck herself. Elon Musk offered to like pay her bills while they were together, and she was like, "No thanks." He is the richest man in the world.
Like, the least you could do is take advantage of him.
Apparently him
Now she just
and-
begs him to pay child support.
Yeah, him and Grimes would go to parties and like beg people to have like threesomes and stuff. Like at at normal parties. Like actual parties, not like fucking like
Hollywood sex
yeah.
pedophile orgies.
Yeah.
They would have done that at the White House party too.
Me, Ashley St. Clair, I have no other means of contacting you, so I bought PoE early access. You have no real friends and will die alone. That's metal, and that's
He
so
actually
real.
is crying.
I unironically believe from this video, I'd have thought he'd be like, if I were to approach Elon Musk in person, I'd have thought that he'd be like aloof. It's like, well, you're just a, just a woke leftist and you have no original thoughts of your own. I unironically believe if I walked up to him in person and said, fuck you, he would actually, like, that would ruin his week or his month. Just like,
He would
Yeah.
sob on your shoulder.
Look at his fucking frown! It's so intense!
He's so hugboxed and, like, just sheltered from any criticism. That's
Yeah, you
hilarious.
could see the light leaving his eyes as
Yeah.
he's continuing
The
this.
Yeah.
light.
I mean, that's the...
Where's that
I
smile
hope he
I know
goes
him
towards
for? Him jumping up in the air, making the fucking X symbol.
Yeah, that's the big overarching issue with Elon Musk, is that paradoxically he has to be liked by everyone, but also has to like put up this facade that
He also has to
since
be
he's
a
so
sociopath.
successful, but he also has to like be a sociopath where like nothing affects him at all. But he is so desperate for the attention and validation of everyone around him, because I don't know, his dad beat him or something.
You have no friend.
Dude, his
no
dad
known
beat
friends,
him off,
and
probably.
dad will die alone. That's pretty awesome, and that's true.
What does Israel kill JFK
Like
mean?
who is in Elon Musk's life currently that was in his life 5 years ago?
Donald Trump.
Himself.
No, Donald Trump
yeah.
said "fuck you, Elon Musk."
Pull up what I sent in general.
I'm not gonna
You don't
pull
need
that
to.
up.
Why?
There's a little concept called defamation.
No, he's been charged.
Okay. No.
Elon Musk.
Fuck you.
Aw, he does look like the emoji that he's just shrouded in darkness. Die, 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 die.
Trans rights.
This is worse than our chat.
Yeah, is this Crack Miser? Is this you? Were you the one doing this?
Oh, lost connection.
Oh, lost connection.
Connection lost.
Damn.
Wow. Thank you,
That did-
TikTok.
That did shake him. I think they're exaggerating a little bit about him being nearly on like the verge of tears.
He looks
But, like-
no, he looks like it.
But let's go. Like,
He
he gets darker too. like he the
No,
fucking-
he
whoever-
really does look like he's gonna cry.
Whoever did the lighting for the stage play here had something fucking going on, like Stacy's mom, man. Like, look at him. The beginning here, bright, greener pastures ahead. He's optimistic, excited for Paths of Exile 2. Then the
then
Mr.
He becomes a
TikTok.
TikTok
and then
look.
the Mr. Incredible transition, how it's going versus what we expected, or whatever the meme is. I don't know.
What a sad life.
He literally does look like the Mr. Incredible meme.
Why is he red?
Do you know what I'm even talking about?
Why did he become
Yeah.
a beat?
Yeah, he becomes uncanny throughout the course of this video.
He becomes an ARG.
I can't wait for something unfortunate to happen to him.
Flips on a banana
Nonspecific.
peel.
Yeah,
I see.
someone's gonna like throw a pie in his face at
SRV.
like CPAC or something.
I'm gonna
Hello.
try and persuade you to come join us in the IRL show.
Stop
What's your
being a
persuasion?
bitch.
Have you ever had Wagyu steak?
I've had steak. I don't know the specifics.
You don't know? Do you not know what Wagyu steak is?
I know what it is. I just don't care what steak it is when I'm eating it.
Okay.
Because I'm not a big steak eater.
Alright, that's based.
I don't even understand what you mean by you don't know the specifics.
I ate a steak at a restaurant once. I don't remember what I ordered. Like what steak?
Well, a steak.
A steak.
What is the matter with you?
What's the matter with you, you big steak fan? Why don't you eat a burger?
Fucking steak enjoyer. Bro's got steak derangement syndrome.
And Rose got
What the fuck did this come from? This blank derangement syndrome thing.
I think that came from Vosh, but we're not even sure of that.
No.
What
That
did
can't be.
That was just something one of us said at some point, and now we all say it. Whenever anyone disagrees
I
or
almost
doesn't like
unironically
anything.
looked up what derangement syndrome. We'll look it up on Know Your Meme.
Oh yeah, that's the one place that I trust for all of my knowledge. That's where I get all my
Unironically,
news
they
from.
have never let me down on anything.
Why is Zach Scott posting so much Elephant Daisy art on
Alright.
Twitter?
Why is he doing that?
It comes from Trump derangement syndrome.
Okay, so Trump derangement
Oh.
syndrome. But it came from Bush derangement syndrome.
Okay, where did that come from?
I guess it came from Bush derangement syndrome.
I ought to knock your fucking block off, dude.
Who's some guy, Siri? We don't know. We don't
You
know
have
the
been
specifics.
warned. Trump
I don't know
derangement
who
syndrome
Bush
will
is.
be used as a cudgel to silence his critics. Yep, I mean, basically. So
Sure.
yeah, I guess that's what that's from.
Anyways, Wagyu steak.
More like Trump Down syndrome.
Oh.
Oh!
SRV. I am prepared to get us some Wagyu steaks and enjoy
You're
them.
trying
for
to
the
entice me with steak? Do you
Wagyu
even know
steak.
me at all?
Wagyu steak.
Okay,
That's like the
do you
that's
know
like
what
the
it is?
infamously good steak.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's steak.
Yeah, but the fat is marbled into the steak.
You're trying
Wow.
to entice me with steak. At least take me to McDonald's first.
Exactly. Well, Burger King. We're sponsored.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah,
My bad.
calm
Oh,
down.
Fuck. We're gonna lose that sponsor, aren't we?
I know. So this is Wagyu steak. It looks like this. It's marbled.
It looks like steak.
Yeah, well, it is steak, but it's marbled.
It's the best steak in
Yes.
the entire world.
You
It
can
is
tell
the
that-
best steak.
You can tell that it's
Actually.
steak because of the way that it is.
Yeah. Anyways, it's rather expensive. For like a pound of it is like $100.
Yeah, usually this is like special order stuff, and like you have to be very particular about like how you cook it, because like with a steak like this is like $100 steak, so you don't want to waste it.
Yes. So,
And we're trusting fucking Pauly to make this?
well,
I mean, Dramon's
we
probably
got
gonna make
some.
it,
We
but-
got some. I found some advice on how to prepare this Wagyu steak.
Oh, I'm sure it's from a very reputable source who I trust with.
Because there was
general life
another
advice.
individual that was in the same predicament as I. Japanese A5
Oh.
Wagyu from Alpine Butcher. This has been imported from Japan.
Wow.
All the fat, like, by the way, it melts into like a buttery kind of texture, makes it nice and smooth and creamy.
Oh,
How
yeah,
would
how much was this steak?
I
I think we checked at some point.
we checked. This was $75 because it's 3/4 of a pound. It's a 12-ounce steak.
Yeah.
All right.
That
You still with us, Daniel?
he's muted at
no.
the moment.
Okay. So, none other than Dr. Jordan B. Peterson gives his suggestion. SRV, do you want to read the instructions on how to prepare
Hi.
this $75 steak?
After you say this, I want to ask a question.
Freeze it, and then I can't do the impression right now.
You freeze it and
Let me
then
try
you...
it again.
Can I please read it, please?
You want to do it?
Go ahead.
You try again, then I'll try. If you can't do the
Freeze
impression.
it, and then air dry it at
All right,
450.
all right.
I tried to do like a
freeze
Kermit.
it. You freeze it, and then you let it air dry at 450.
Air fry,
Drain
not
the-
air dry. Air fry.
Drain the fat. Add a little water and plenty of salt into the pot for au juice. I don't know how to say that.
What? That's
Crispy
Jordan
on the
Peterson?
outside and no more than medium internally. I watch a lot of Jordan Peterson content. I know what he sounds like.
Okay. So
Air fry at 450.
let's start with that.
It never
First
clicked
of all,
with me.
first of all,
because
let's start. Let's go top to bottom here. Freeze it. Get all the moisture fucking consolidated in that bitch. Expand it. Make it weaker. Let's start with that. This fresh beef, let's freeze it first. That's why, Wendy's famously advertises that they're always frozen.
Yes. And then don't even thaw it.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Then
Just a block of beef ice.
Then air fry it at
Air fry.
450.
Put in an air fryer.
The thing you make chicken tenders in.
The thing you reheat McDonald's fry at. You put steak
Was that
in
a
there
typo?
at
Nope.
450.
That is real.
Could that be a typo?
That's impossible.
Could that be a typo?
No, it's not.
D and F are right next to each other on the keyboard.
But you wouldn't air dry at 450.
Yeah, air dry at
Oh, yeah.
450.
at 4:50 p.m.
Siri equals green, bow blacks. Okay.
Add a little water.
Yeah. Wait, no. Drain the fat.
Drain the fat.
The fat is the characteristic. Is the fucking characteristic of Wagyu steak. That is what makes it premium. That is what makes it special as a steak. That's
the whole thing.
That is what it is. That's like, you go into Burger King and you're like, hey, how about you don't boil the French fries?
Don't
just
put
give them
any
to
octopus on my burger. Just give me that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. How
You're
about
ordering the octopus burger and you're like, oh, get rid of the octopus. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what next? You want it to not give you diarrhea too?
Okay, so it's not just my Burger King.
Add a little water. For
Just a
what
little.
reason?
And plenty of salt. So add salt water.
Okay, salt you would put on this to have like
that's like normal.
Okay. It would be normal
You
if
put
you
in
were
salt after you air fry it.
It'd be normal if you weren't
Yeah, what
Dr.
the fuck?
Jordan
Okay.
B. Peter. Why
Yeah,
are we
what
calling
the
him
fuck?
a doctor?
Why?
He's not.
He's putting the salt in after you've started to air fry it. Okay, the reason
I want him shot.
Let's start with this. A little water. That's just gonna dilute it even more. That's gonna make it soggy and fucking disgusting. And then plenty of salt into the pot. Now you would put salt.
And also, why would you put the water in after you air fry it?
I see.
Well, all the juice is gone, so he has to put like artificial juice in.
I mean,
Scared the fuck out of me. I thought you were gonna say something about Jewish people.
I mean, he's doing it for the au jus, I guess. To for juice, to make it juicy. But it already is fucking plenty. It was plenty juicy before you did all this shit.
Before you froze it.
Before you
and air fried
marinated it in salt water. You would use salt if you were gonna add a sear to it or something. Have it dry out, leave it out for a day, have it drying it out, and then, sear that. And how the fuck are you gonna have it au jus and crispy on the outside? You have it in a fucking air fryer with liquid in it. You have it in water. Nothing's gonna be crispy on that. You're gonna have a boiled steak. You fuck. Drain the fat. Drain the swamp.
That's what I'm saying. No more than medium internally.
No more than medium medium internally.
But
No
very
shit.
crispy.
What are you gonna have? Fucking well done Wagyu?
I want this bitch burning on the inside. But
It's somehow
cold on the
burnt
outside.
and raw.
Yeah, I don't fucking
Are we gonna make a Wagyu steak like this?
Are we gonna air fry Wagyu steak for the IRL?
You gotta
episode?
marinate it in Fago.
I can't bring myself to do that.
If I pay
We'll
for
do
it,
that.
can we?
We'll do that
Fuck
at a
it.
separate
Fuck it, we'll
time.
do
though.
it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. No, we'll do it. Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Save this. Make sure we.
We
don't
gotta
forget
make
about
sure we
this.
do the octopus burger. That's definitely something we gotta have.
Yes. This will be the worst experience of my
I'm
life.
not eating the fucking octopus burger.
Take
You
a
cannot
bite.
make.
Take a
I'll
bite.
take
You
a bite
cannot
and
make
then
me
taste
fucking
it
eat
and then
that.
spit it
You
out.
cannot
You
make
wanna
me
bet?
fucking eat
You
that.
wanna
Okay, but what if it's good?
No.
It will not be. Because you people often forget that it's not just octopus on burger. It's also octopus and Fritos and
Skittles?
Skittles.
Yeah, but what if it's good?
We have Crack Miser Gaming
might
in
be good, I
the
don't know.
chat asking how much money for a fan meetup and how much for an autograph.
For you, $2
Crack
million.
Miser- Yeah, Crack Miser, you'd probably rape someone. I don't like, dude. You're not. You. This guy thinks he's part of the fucking team. That's what's fucked up.
$2.5 million.
Yeah. Maybe 3 and nah, 2.5.
No, 3.5's pushing it.
This guy thinks
Air fry
he's
at
fucking part of the
450.
team.
Air fry at 450. Yeah, not air dry. It's air
Like,
fry.
No, like that's the like we're dancing around it, but air fry at 450 is genuinely the most disgusting part of this because think of an air fryer. Imagine
I'm
an air
thinking.
fryer right now.
Spin it around in your head.
When has there been a time where anyone has air fried anything that matters?
Use a
Clearly,
Like
fucking
you put fucking dino nuggies in there. You like want to reheat some McNuggets and you like put it in there for like a minute.
You pop that bitch in there.
I can't even visualize how he's come to this conclusion here. Like,
Yeah, I want him to do like a Gordon Ramsay cooking a steak video, cooking the perfect steak.
Yeah.
I want to see the process here.
He doesn't have a fireplace though. It's just like his disgusting kitchen and like in a
Yeah.
Walmart.
Do you think Jordan
2-foot air
Peterson has
fryer.
a hoarder house?
I think he has a
No, he
whorehouse.
doesn't.
He has a whorehouse.
I thought about that for more than 1 minute. I was like, no, he like complains
No.
about the boys not
I
cleaning
don't
their rooms.
I don't
so
think
no.
that any whores would want to be near him.
No, hoarder!
Or dudes.
Hoarder up! Hoarder up! Laugh at my jokes!
No. Anyways,
All right, what else we got going
air fry
on?
at 450.
Ha!
Oh, this is just the same thing. How'd they make a whole
Is
article?
this fucker
They
cyberbullied by gamers?
made an article.
Yeah, journalism is alive and well.
There's a lot of retards in the chat. He's become obsessed with that word, hasn't he? He's
would
so
realize he
cool.
could say it?
Who would stoop so low as to say things like that?
It's not about stooping low. Okay, I say retard, but he has only started saying retard very recently as part of the culture war thing. As part of saying, like, I'm
What
hip.
he doesn't realize is we all say it too.
Yeah.
What a poser.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's only saying it for virtue signaling, and I'm not even joking when I say it that way.
I'm ableist too!
That is literally it is for the purpose of virtue signaling. He is not like us. God damn it. This is unironic virtue signaling, the way that he has to
Such performative slur usage.
he has to literally unironically performatively add slurs to his lexicon that are not in there to
You can just sometimes like not be mean.
Well,
Like no one would judge him if he didn't say retard.
He has to add it to like let me find another. There's another pretty funny example.
On God News follows him. My goat?
What was the retard finder?
Excuse me?
Fuck it, I can't find it.
Australia.
I'll look for it.
Retard finder
Australia.
Illinois.
Oh, it's an international operation.
Yes. It was like an interaction he had with someone else where he just kept saying the word retard like several times. And it was so obviously fake. It was so
He has to like force
unnatural.
himself to say it.
Yeah. It was like when we were watching Nick Fuentes and he said that, he wanted to spread a holiday cheer and then he caught himself and said Christmas cheer.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. Oh god.
But the difference is that Nick Fuentes is like a grifter who is like afraid of the people who give him money. But like Elon Musk is just like a loser.
He's a grifter with
Elon
money.
Musk is just like a retard.
Yeah. Okay. So I've looked up the word retard here. The first time he's even said it was in April of 2024, and he's had this account for decades.
Full retard.
That's a movie reference. I think that's Fight Club, is it not? Is that wrong?
Oh, fuck, I've never seen Fight Club.
All right, that's it. We're watching all the Fight Club on stream
Tropic
right now.
Thunder, that's what that was. That was Tropic Thunder. But yeah. Okay, so he
Oh, the
just
one where
discovered
Robert
he just
Downey
discovered
Jr. does
full
blackface.
retard and kept saying it. Retard.
Oh yeah, did he just discover this word?
He just
Yeah.
watched Tropic Thunder.
Bless you.
Thank you, Daniel. Someone
problem.
here is nice to me. Alright, this runs fuck.
Yeah, like, you know, that's how I know, like, this is just part of his new persona, that he hasn't even said it until, like, a little less than a year ago, is when he's first said it on his Twitter, and his Twitter was created when? 2007? Yeah. Just you know, naturally...
That's the X Tweeter. That's the X Twitter. That's the one that,
Oh, fuck.
Tweeter.
that is just the, like, actual official Twitter account.
I clicked his
Tweeter.
profile. 2009, my mistake.
Alright, still.
Okay.
Alright, point still stands then.
Anyways.
I'm so sad when I remember that Elon Musk was not invented in 2019.
Boy in a band
Like, he's
doomed
just
us
been
all
here
and
this
then
whole
went and
time.
fucked kids.
He doomed us all. He actually did, and that's what's
He
fucked
did.
up.
He never learned what laws there were.
Oh, God. Anyways.
Is Boy in a Band alive? I really hope he's not, because he deserves to die for
I don't
dooming
think
all
anyone's
of us.
even heard from him. We can take a look right now and break this news.
Oh yeah.
I think he's learning what laws there are.
He
British
doesn't even
Raven.
have his birthday.
David Paul Brent.
Yeah, it looks like he's not.
David?
His name is David.
I was thinking more
Oh.
like you.
Oh, he released something
name?
pretty recently.
I was thinking about Edwin, the guy who made the mimic.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he made the mimic?
It's been removed.
That's all right.
Clearly didn't go over well, it seems.
Got 5.9 thousand views, though. So,
My Mix and My Mix Caramel Dancing are both Caramel Dancing.
that's good.
Yeah, motherfucker, I be bumping that shit all day.
That's awesome.
Wow, he's
Why,
he's just
millennials?
off.
Why? I broke my glasses.
Who gives
Does-
a shit?
Does he still dare to have the nerve on this fucking guy?
The guy who is saving the world.
I could not believe more people didn't know this guy existed or what he is doing. Okay, so when you first saw this video, did you not know who Elon Musk was? Because I did. And I watched
I
this
knew
when
who
it came
he
out.
was.
I
did not.
remember
Actually,
watching
no, when
this
did this come
video
out?
and
2015.
forgetting about this video. I don't think I knew who Elon Musk was when making this video. I was just like, oh, I guess he makes things or something. He's just like some rich guy. I don't know. And then I went back to playing Minecraft or something.
I've wanted to make this video for freaking ages. I love seeing how innovative, entrepreneurial-minded
sweet,
people
Lois.
do things. How many of you home slices share that fascination?
Okay.
The nerve on this fucking guy to have this video up 10 years later. You know what? That takes some chutzpah.
I mean, I'm assuming he's a bit preoccupied at the moment.
I mean, he might still agree with it.
He's got one thumbnail style for whenever he leeches off of someone else to make, more content, at least.
He made one funny video, and then just sort of existed in the background for 10 years, and then had sex with a child.
Why'd he do that?
Okay, no, the reason I got, like, tilted when I found out about what happened, because he used to make a lot of videos with Rob Scallon, who I fucking love, and Andrew Huang.
Yeah.
So when I found out, dude, I was
Rob
throwing,
Zombie.
like, fucking shit across my room. I was, like, beating on my chest and, like, throwing my shit at the walls. I was mad, because that ruined, like, all those...
But he did a
I
video
was
with
fucking-
iDubbbz. It can't be.
He made a
Oh, yeah,
video
do you guys-
discussing what slur should replace, like, AIDS or whatever.
Do you guys remember, since it's on screen right now, do you guys remember that weird phase in, like, how long were these behind the scenes videos? Like 7
Oh,
years
like
ago?
2018, 19?
Yeah, that weird phase where like every mildly popular YouTuber had to make one song
Yeah, and they were all with Boy in a Band. Yeah, I remember this.
And they were all with Boy in a Band, and they were all shit.
Yeah.
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 We can admit now, as a culture,
Boy in the Band.
every song that PewDiePie has been in on has been bad.
Boy in the Band, like, honest to God, might be like one of the worst producers that like.
Bitch
does-
Lasagna is a bad song. Congratulations is a bad song. The rap that
I
he
want-
did with iDubbbz, which he wasn't even on, that was also bad.
Yeah,
No, he was.
He was on that.
No, he was in the song, but
Making the song about Jaden's anorexia, like he put that in the title. That's pretty awesome. That, by the
That
way,
is
that
fucked
song.
up.
You know what?
That song terrible.
No, you can't just you can't just hide behind. Oh, I'm making it about anorexia, so that means it's a good song.
Do you think?
No.
Do you think
bad
she
song,
wanted to make it?
Bad over. I think she did. So whenever anyone that like I want to make a song, I'm gonna have Boy in a Band do it for me.
How's it feel now, bitch?
Yeah, that's the
The
only
only- the
video
only-
that's titled that way.
The only real
Yeah.
thing Boy in a Band was doing was 12-year-old girls.
We are young.
I don't even know
Life
if that's
is
defamation or not.
fun.
I don't give a shit.
I think she was 14,
Gonna
so
make the most of it.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
my bad.
Anyways,
that was also bad.
new topic. This is a very disjointed episode, and I do apologize.
It's fine.
I missed the social cloud. That was way more on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a pretty funny tweet that I saw earlier. So this is an adaptation of a right-wing meme that's like, a person covered in like Target symbols and shit. Like the company Target, not Targets, and like gay pride
Even though they
flags and
basically
this and
have
that.
one on.
Yeah. And then the other person just has like an American flag or something. They brainwashed you. Really? So someone took that concept and like inverted it, where it's like, well, you guys have all your stupid fucking identity politics too. The point of the original, meme is to say like the left is so obsessed with identity politics that they're just totally brainwashed when like Republicans will buy a fucking 6-pack of beer for $25 so that way Bud Light doesn't make them gay. Like MAGA brew, whatever the fuck. So someone made, their own parody of that. We got the Tesla logo, Blue Lives Matter, One America News, Russia, Fox News, QAnon, MAGA hat, verified tick. I think that's the MAGA beer to the left, bootlicking, Confederate flag. All of that. Cat turd.
Man, these people are just reinventing the bike with different shaped wheels.
So yeah. So someone replied, "Does this retard post any other memes other than repurposed right-wing memes? The left cannot meme." And this gave me a fucking realization. Republicans are just memes. Everything about their culture, like them, is informed by fucking Twitter, by just Twitter memes.
They just
They-
have they have like
most
3 images
complex-
that they really like,
Yeah.
and that like it informs their entire view of how
Like-
every system in the world works.
Repurposed right-wing memes. He acts like using a meme format is like infringing on like his culture. My culture is not your costume, basically. He's doing that for this right-wing meme. That's so fucking pathetic. Like the most complex, position that 95% of Republicans can hold can be summed up in a groiper emoji. That is all it is. That's why,
Yeah.
that's why it's so tethered to their personality that when someone infringes upon it, they feel like it's cultural appropriation. I've heard the same thing
There-
with,
there is-
when people say based, because that comes from, like, Republicans.
Yeah.
I almost don't even feel like saying Republicans, because it's just, like, just right-wing people on the internet in general. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say there
Republicards.
is some cultural context that we do need to acknowledge, which is that like before like the online right became insane more than they usually were, there was this sort of mindset within this brings me great pain to say the meme community.
Yeah.
Where like I remember this is exemplified. I don't know why we keep fucking talking about Emperor Lemon on this podcast.
He makes pretty alright videos.
Yes.
He's fine. He had a bad phase where he was maybe racist in like at some point. A couple years ago,
I don't think he was
but-
racist because he's also not very white, so I don't think he was racist.
Yeah.
I think he was just
He was-
retarded.
He was just stupid. But his video on Behind the Meme was like the encapsulation of this mindset where like everyone was using the word normies, and he was seeing people
Oh, yeah.
He was
people
he was talking.
misunderstanding
I don't
memes as
like
like
this.
cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
and
he was talking
degrading
about
Western meme
normies like they
society.
were like our fucking country was
Colonializing
being
your
invaded.
fucking-
I don't like this
We're
guy
killing our
talking about
memes.
so I'm going to drive him to commit suicide.
He's
The
still
memes are
alive.
for
He did that
cool
for
people and not normies.
It's like, this is
behind
what memes
Daniel, behind the
called.
meme is still with us.
I know he did that as a publicity stunt, but
Yeah.
still, this is like the peak that made me not like Emperor Lemon as a whole.
It was just a
This could-
strange.
But like that sort of mindset of like the war of normies and like weirdos,
Culture
is
war
what-
almost.
culture war, one might say, was sort of birthed from that, because like the meme community, quote unquote, a lot of that came from places like 4chan and
Gamergate, like fucking all that.
Gamergate and all of those people.
Because Anita
So, like,
Sarkeesian was annoying. That's why I'm racist.
Now that I think about it, have conservatives always been like stupid and unfunny?
I mean, name one.
I'm just coming to this
we're gonna look up-
realization.
We're gonna look up conservative comedians. Best conservative comedians. We're gonna look up a list. Here we go. This is Ranker.
Of
.com.
all time.
Number 1, Norm Macdonald, not a
Nope.
conservative and also
No.
dead. Tim Allen, nope. Dennis
Well.
Miller, not a conservative. Rodney Dangerfield,
Norm Macdonald, that pisses me
died
off.
decades ago. Jeff
Was Rodney
Foxworthy,
was Rodney Dangerfield even like? I didn't know
was-
he
he was
had
a
views. I
Republican.
just thought he like existed.
there's a joke in one of his movies that says something like these zombies here, they stare at you with, they have no soul or anything, they have nothing behind their eyes, and the character goes, you mean like Democrats? This is like from the 70s.
Wow.
Bob
And then he
Hope,
died.
Bob Hope, fucking like literally people that died decades ago.
That photo is in black and white.
Ron White,
Adam Sandler.
yeah, from Sex and the City too.
Adam
And horror-
Sandler?
Adam Sandler's not a Republican. Bill Engvall. Oh, so just Jeff Foxworthy again. Bill
Larry the
Engvall.
Cable Guy.
Larry. Oh, so
There
just
we
Jeff
go.
Foxworthy again.
No, I think
Is
we
that-
found our answer.
Is Larry the Cable Guy the
Bernie
actual
Mac.
guy? Like you
What?
said? Bernie Mac.
Steven Crowder.
Is this like what Mormons do, where they just decide after someone's died that yep, they were a conservative, yep, they were a Mormon. We're gonna take them after they're dead. Steven Crowder. I can concede that he has legitimate fans and is conservative.
Sure.
He's also
But
not
if-
funny.
But if your bravest warrior is Steven Crowder and Larry the Cable Guy, then
Is David Spade Republican? I don't think he is.
I wouldn't be surprised. But
Oh, there's Mr. Burcham guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
Adam
that.
Carolla's down
We'll
there
get to
too,
that.
yeah.
Well, David Spade.
he looks like someone.
I
who
always
would
thought
be.
he was. I mean, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this, too early, because it might seem like I'm just saying this in anticipation of finding out he's a Republican. But I always thought that I did not actually like him. I only know him from like Rules of Engagement and from that one role he had in the Rugrats movie. We did have a private conversation about this though.
Yeah, we talked with David Spade. We hashed things up.
Yes, of course.
Thank God.
He was born 2 days after my dad.
He was born
Oh.
2 days ago.
No Republican. Let's say Trump. Let's see. Wing, right wing.
Try conservative.
No, conservative.
It'd probably just be in personal life somewhere.
Politics.
Because it isn't like
Politics.
Playboy Playmate Jillian Grace.
Yeah, we'll just leave that where it is. I'm trying to find. Biden seemed gacked out of his gourd at. I mean, this seems like a typical with Dana Carvey.
Yeah, everyone
cool.
makes fun of Biden. though.
Everyone made fun of. Trump's
doing
handshake is
some
so funny. Here he
investigative
is making fun of
journalism.
Trump. White House just confirmed tonight episode of Rules of Engagement is new, not rerun. CC Donald Trump.
CC Donald Trump.
Dare I say, he
Where are
doesn't
they
come
getting-
across very political.
Where are we getting conservative? 14th best conservative comedian. Someone who's like a 6 out of 10 comedian. 14th best. Probably not even conservative.
Tweeted Trump's name once.
Yeah. Adam Carolla.
Rob Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Rob Schneider. We already talked about Adam Carolla. Fucking Mr. Burcham, one of the worst shows, literally, of the decade. Drake, has anyone told you they look like Tiny Tim? From what movie? From which one? From the Disney,
Oh shit, you kind of do look like Tiny Tim.
Do I look like Tiny Tim from the live action or from, like, the animated one?
No, from, like, the real person Tiny Tim.
Jeff Dunham.
Guy.
Ray Romano?
Really? Ray Romano?
Greg Gutfeld.
Like half these
Greg
people.
Heffley.
Okay, like 2 of these people we've seen so far are alive and conservative. Like,
one of them is Jeff Dunham.
all right, Greg Gutfeld, yeah, that's an actual conservative. Ray Romano, I also,
Who gives a shit?
who gives a shit?
Is Jeff Dunham even one of them?
Sorry?
Actually? Is Jeff Dunham actually one of them?
Yeah,
I think
he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely is. But also,
I
he's,
didn't even know that.
he's Jeff Dunham. Nothing
Oh,
on,
yeah.
Nothing on here. You know what? It doesn't even matter, because, like, these are the lamest fucking, like, Norm Macdonald, not a conservative. Definitively not a Republican.
That's why he's funny.
Yeah. Like, because I've said this before, comedy is inherently progressive. It is inherently ironic, and a satire, like, it is irony. Comedy uses irony, to push for progress, right? To satirize, the regime, to punch up.
Norm Macdonald was really raging for the machine when you think about it.
Yeah, that's why he got fired from SNL for bullying, what's his name? Fucking OJ.
Whoever he was.
I couldn't think of his fucking name, and it was pissing
I'm
me
trying
off
to
for a
find a
second.
good,
OJ's dead.
legitimate Jay Leno. Like, what?
Louis Anderson.
Ralphie May, you know what? There you
Oh,
go.
Sam
We'll give you
Hyde.
Ralphie
There
May.
we go.
Oh, Sam Hyde, there he is. Awesome.
There we
You know
go.
what? I'll give you a little update.
There we go.
Who did he beat?
Who'd he beat off to get this
Cat
high?
Timpf.
Chevy
He beat
Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy
Okay.
Chase.
I
Dead.
think we all
So many
strive to be
dead
better than
people.
Chevy
Louis
Chase.
Anderson, dead. Ralphie May, dead.
Sam Hyde, dead.
Yeah.
Any luck.
Ralphie May was good. His last comedy special blew ass, but I thought he was funny. So there you go. Ralphie May is the first one I will unconditionally give you. Number 31.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Weren't we talking about internet memes?
I mean, this kind of transitioned to... You know what? Out of fairness, let's find funniest liberal comedians. We probably will equally disagree, to be fair. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
I thought that might be harder to find because all comedians are liberal. That's why they're funny.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
They don't have a ranker
That's because
article about this.
That's because comedy is progressive. So, because like leftist comedy is satirizing like racists and like bigots, right? We're like, it is critical of those demographics. The inverse of that is being supportive of bigots and racists and those demographics. So believe it or not, that's not very popular if you're a normal human being. So, what?
But if you never leave your house and you don't really know what a gay person is, then Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr wasn't even on there.
Oh yeah.
She's got to be on there though, right?
It's weird they put Ray Romano on there, but not Patricia Heaton.
But not
I
Ray
think
William
she's
Johnson.
conservative.
Not even on. Didn't even make the list. Damn. Like Dave Portnoy. Oh my god, bro.
Sam Hyde got on the list,
Sam
and not
Hyde
Roseanne.
got higher than Dave Portnoy. Damn. Gavin McInnes. That was fucked up. You know, Gavin McInnes is in like an episode of Kenny versus Spenny before he went like alt-right.
Gavin McInnes
You know,
was,
you know,
was he wasn't even
Spencer
a
Rice was
comedian.
on a television show before he went alt right.
Yeah. And half these guys I've never even heard of. Now we're getting to like obscure shit. But like, you know,
Like Chevy Chase.
Norm Macdonald, #1 best conservative comedian. Definitely not conservative, 100% not. That's
I'm surprised
ridiculous.
George Carlin isn't on this list.
Yeah, what the fuck? A lot of people say that he was conservative too. Famous black
people are
conservatives lists. The reason why these
Let's see.
the reason why
Huh.
these are lists, by the way, just to say, is because it's a rare thing. Because it, like, you know, it stands out that they're a conservative comedian because conservative comedians are not funny. They don't know what society is. They don't have any perception of what anyone else is thinking.
They not
Condoleezza
like
Rice,
us.
Candace Owens, Colin Powell, Alan, okay, Herman Cain, dead.
So this isn't ranked. It's just a list.
It's just a list of them.
These
This
are just people.
This is just a database to say, like, you know, look, the Republican Party isn't racist. We got Carl Malone and Clarence Thomas.
Malone.
Is this just all of them?
They
Oh, of
have
course,
Cowboy, Troy.
They don't have Louis Farrakhan on here.
Was Tim Scott?
Did he even make the list? Nope.
Surely. Aw.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. 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 Any thoughts, Daniel?
Damn.
You've been pretty quiet.
Daniel, how do you feel about black people?
Yeah, who's your favorite black conservative?
Yeah, I apologize if I've been quiet. I just don't really have any input for this segment. But I will be honest with you, Polly. The way that you described comedy earlier definitely gave me a better insight on how I'm supposed to view comedians and comedy as a whole, because I never really thought of it that way. And it's mainly because I've only seen, the loudest on this spectrum, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, like, political, commentary, like satire.
That is a key difference,
Especially-
that liberals know when to not talk.
Especially
So-
satire is like inherently leftist. Think about what current satirical shows are on television right now. What? There's SNL, that's leftist.
Yeah.
Family Guy, Simpsons, American Dad, fucking South Park, that's all
technically.
leftist. Yeah, no, not technically. That's definitely leftist. Chappelle's show. Like, that's all
Chappelle
leftist.
show's on.
No, it's not on. But that's another
It turns
famous
me on.
comedy show. Let's look up,
Wait, Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle?
yes. He had a
He's
television
leftist?
That is not a currently running
Okay.
TV show.
Yeah, I was about to say,
he's-
I'm on Siri's side. I got confused there for a second.
Okay,
I know Chappelle's show because I've seen some bits from it. It's
okay.
pretty funny.
Chappelle's show is from the early 2000s. And he was
Cool.
very leftist, and then all of a sudden he just got the rot. We
He
actually
got the fucking J.K. Rowling mold.
Yeah, we got to see both versions of Chappelle's show, when he dropped out of comedy because it was too racist, and if he stayed in comedy. Drake doing a 3-hour circle jerk sesh right now. You want to substantiate anything you're saying, or just fucking bullshitting? Because I'm literally
It ain't
right.
even 3 hours.
I'm literally right, so Oh, how's that not Project 2025 happening? By the way, let's take a look at
yeah. Oh yeah, how's that going?
Yeah, because that's not happening, right? Let's check out this cool thing, just to bring it up real quick. White House confirms Trump is exploring ways to deport U.S. citizens. Let's read. Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt said Tuesday that
Dude,
President
don't make
Donald
him read. He
Trump
can't do that.
is exploring legal pathways to deport U.S. citizens to El Salvador, where the administration has already arranged to house deported immigrants in a prison known for its human rights abuses. Leavitt suggested the effort would be limited to people who have committed major crimes, but Trump also has mentioned the possibility of sending people who commit lesser offenses abroad. That's awesome, right? That's so cool.
Yeah, if you drew a penis on a Tesla, you get deported.
If you ding a
Finally.
Tesla while parallel parking, you get the death penalty instantly. That's from The Onion.
Yes.
I'm gonna credit that.
Yes.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. So yeah, this
Right
is a
here,
cool
all I
thing.
just-
I just wanted to, make sure that we got that out there. That like this is like
Oh, yeah,
documented
remember
and
that-
happening.
Remember that bill someone was trying to do to that when people when all
Project
those
2025
protests...
still isn't real. Well, I'm showing you literally things they outlined in Project 2025.
Remember when they tried to pass a bill that said that all the people at colleges protesting Israel were gonna be deported
If you
to
love
Israel?
Palestine so much, why don't you go marry it?
Yeah. But it still isn't real, guys. We just have deportation derangement syndrome.
Yeah, how is that his argument? It's not real, really. You just imagine that. Like, it was a thing that happened.
There's no heaven.
You'll never believe it when I
Imagine
tell you that he's
there's
just
no
retarded.
hell.
It's easy if you
That's a
try.
leftist song, by the way.
Yeah.
Just
Really?
You're telling me.
Well,
You're telling me this now?
what's funny is you hear fucking, Republicans being like, "Fuck yeah, the Beatles, man," and like, that was
It's just
Well, they
because
heard-
it's old.
yeah.
They heard John Lennon
Those
say
song-
the N-word. They thought he was on their side.
Those songs are about peace and loving one another and being happy.
Yeah.
That seems a bit.
And Republicans claim to like that,
Well,
but
no,
then like they see a
American
Mexican.
American Idiot is about all the people that I disagree
Screw
with.
all of you people. Here's
Yeah.
a song that real rockers know. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you.
American Idiot was talking about
Tomorrow
everyone I
miss
don't like.
you.
That the real American Idiots were the friends we made along the way.
American
Of course.
Idiot was talking about everyone who hurt my feelings on Twitter.
Anyways, let's just look at sketch comedy currently running. We're looking at for shows that like have kind of a political lean on them. I think You Should
Yeah.
Leave doesn't really. Key and Peele definitely leftist. Saturday Night Live definitely leftist.
I
These
guess
are old.
ongoing show, the Carol Burnett show,
Yeah.
of course.
All that. Okay.
Monty Python's
Monty
Flying
Python.
Circus.
Mad TV.
Okay.
You sure these things are still running?
2020s. Or look up 2020s.
Flying Circus, I thought that was a movie.
No, that was a television show.
Oh,
wasn't
I didn't
fucking
know
know what
Monty
that was
Python
going
had a
on.
TV show.
Monty
That's
Python had a television show from 1969 to 1974, and they had several movies around then.
Cool. I need to watch it.
My friend, sorry, this is because you mentioned Monty Python. My friend, his mom has a clock. That's the what is it? The Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah.
Where, like the legs and the legs are the hour and the minute, and the second is the body.
Yeah. So let's take a look here.
Let,
We got
let me find that.
you
Actually,
know the Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon, that's leftist. Inside Amy Schumer, leftist. Maybe not a
The
great
jury's
example.
out.
Conan, another leftist. Eric Andre show. I guess that doesn't really take a political stance, but there is him literally going to the RNC and fucking with everyone there. And then when he goes to the DNC, like clearly it's a completely different scene where they don't try to murder him, right?
Yeah.
Late Show, Stephen Colbert, Late Show with Seth Meyers, Late Show. Like,
I don't think that counts as comedy, but like
Yeah.
sure.
These are all popular show, and this might be me appealing to popularity a little bit, but like, or you might argue, oh, this is just Hollywood favoring leftist, politics, because rich people would never vote Republican. These shows are popular because they are leftist, because they are funny, and they're funny because they satirize, bigotry, hatred, racism, homophobia, etc. They satirize those people.
Yeah.
Like
They satirize I think a better
go ahead.
way to say it is they satirize like the ridiculous aspects of current events that like the actual people in charge would not acknowledge. And like all of the ridiculous things that happen in current events, especially nowadays, come from the Conservative Party.
Yes. Agreed.
So if you agree with all the ridiculous things and you say that they're not ridiculous, you won't be funny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's why we watched World Peace by Sam Hyde, That show, like,
That show's so terrible.
the show's almost incomprehensible. Like,
the only good thing about that show, honestly, is how schizo Sam Hyde is. It almost seems like it's a joke, but it's not.
the show's not, like, the show is devoid of content, really.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that word, devoid.
Yeah. Good show.
Sorry,
good word.
Daniel's a big
I-
word fan.
I love words.
I heard Drew Gooden use
I
that
love
word
books.
in his YouTuber books video,
I love
and
books.
it was like, oh, it's so meaty, devoid.
Let me take a look at my DVD case. Let me see what I've got on there.
That's the last thing I hear when an Italian man banishes me. Daniel has died.
So yeah, I took
What
a
holidays are
poll, and like literally all the shows that I have DVD box sets for are left leaning, and like they're
House.
popular shows. House isn't like taking a political stance. House is just a.
Eh,
It's not even a comedy show, but
it doesn't
just
have to
a
on
show-
purpose.
it's just a show about Dr. House. Arrested Development is another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any thoughts from anyone? Let's hear from SRV. What do you think of that? Am I being a little too broad with my statements?
I don't necessarily think so. Like, I could think of a couple, like, conservative things, like sitcoms and stuff. You have, like, the Last
with a
Man
Plan.
Standing,
I
I
was
guess.
just gonna say that's the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, sitcoms are like, I would argue, predominantly conservative. At least more like so than like other
Well, like
forms of
what?
televised comedy.
Like what sitcoms?
A lot of the older ones that I don't give a shit enough to name because like
What are you
they're
talking about?
so
Norman Lear, like all of his shows were like left-leaning progressive. Norman Lear. That's why they fucking permeate
I'm
to this day.
I'm saying more generally like the ones that like stick very clear to like the status quo of like their format and
Can you
like
tell me an
the roles
example?
of the
I'm dying
characters.
for it.
Are you thinking, like,
could you-
Friends?
No, older.
Older
Okay.
than Friends.
Like I
You
can only
you have a brain drag saw, you know shows more than I
the
do.
identifiable like shows of like the 70s were Norman Lear's shows, like All in the Family, The Jeffersons. Those shows were like they had leftist politics literally woven within the fabric of the show. That way,
Roseanne.
Roseanne was leftist in the 90s. Roseanne was a leftist show.
And then
she
she
was
had
a
one bad
feminist.
trip.
And then she yeah. And then she
What
she
about
went on
I Love Lucy?
What
I
about
guess
like,
I
if-
Love Lucy? That,
If we go, I guess
What about
my
That's So Raven?
my point breaks
What about
down once
Dog
we get
with
to
a
the
Blog?
point where like people try and subvert the expectations of sitcoms.
I'm not even
But-
sure what sitcoms you're talking about. I feel like comedy has always been progressive because the most effective, the most interesting, the most captivating comedy is what satirizes the heel that that we are all under.
I guess I'm thinking about all of the parts where like sitcoms don't age the best, maybe.
Oh, if you're
Because the
talking
world-
about like
The world is filled with nuances, as
Okay.
I'm sure you know.
making a joke about like
Because like there were I don't
a trans person doesn't
I don't-
doesn't I know what you're
I don't-
I guess I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Jokes that have
I
aged
don't-
poorly from like the
yeah.
90s. That's
I don't know enough to like know the name of the show, but like the type of show where like the father character is like stuck in his ways, but then like he learns the lesson that the world sometimes needs to change for the better. Like that trope is like a very leftist trope to have,
Yes.
but also like there are certain like societal aspects that are reflected in the comedy, like with the really early like trans jokes and like all the no, I'm not gay kind of jokes.
I mean, that's the thing, but like, that doesn't mean people liked those comedies for those jokes, right?
No,
Like,
they
They
did.
were jokes that people made. They were stereotypical jokes.
yeah, like, there's
We all were a
blackface
little
comedy
homophobic
in
back
like
then.
Buster Keaton's shit, right?
I guess I'm
doesn't-
also thinking about the people who like idolize old sitcoms in modern day, where like those are the parts that they care about and not the actual like progressive stuff.
I'm dying for an
That
example because I
mattered.
don't know what you're talking about.
I miss
Is
when
it all-
sitcoms were racist.
Is it All in the Family where like the dad is stupid, but like he
Yeah.
learns to
Yeah, but that's
accept change?
yeah.
He never really
I don't
learns.
know.
He's just proven wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
he's-
watch TV.
Wait, what? So you're just fucking complaining then?
Yes.
Just talking.
Well,
in
you
your
just
own
just
fucking voice.
fucking shrivel up there. I see you.
You should learn by now that like 70% of the time on this show I'm just making shit up.
I don't know what you.
No
Yeah.
job, no nothing,
I mean,
just
yeah,
bullshitting all day.
You know, we all know the things of like, oh, this joke aged poorly. So that's typically in like the realm of fiction, I guess. And like shows like The Simpsons and stuff are fictional shows too. But the most effective parts of that are the ones where they actually satirize like reality. Like
yeah.
When like satire is, what it is. It is satire of current events.
It is satire.
Oh.
Yeah. It is
Anyways,
comedically
I don't want to
exploiting
admit
current
that I was
events.
proven wrong, so can you move on to the next section,
Yeah.
please?
But there obviously is parts of older content that has like more stereotypical humor that we might be like, oh, that aged kind of poorly. But I don't even think that makes like, I'm sure there's some jokes like that in All in the Family. They probably say the N-word like 2,000 times in that show. That doesn't make it
Yeah.
less leftist.
That was
or
actually a
anything.
gimmick that the dad character says the N-word once per episode.
It wasn't okay.
He had an N-word counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though.
Everyone was like gathered
But
around
that
the
doesn't
TV
make the
waiting,
show-
and he says the N word. They're like, he said it.
Less leftist.
Yeah, it's like
that just shows.
it's like the shot, the one picture of like everyone in Times Square watching Seinfeld on the big screen.
Yeah.
If the
Except
audience
racial
claps
slurs.
after he
it's like
says
the,
it.
the Roseanne Barr comedy.
It's like
special.
in the movie theater when Steve says chicken jockey and everyone starts like pounding on their chest
Yeah.
and throwing their
People are
shit.
throwing their popcorn everywhere and puking.
People. Okay, I need to talk about this.
Oh yeah. There's
This
a story
isn't
to tell.
this isn't interesting enough for the show. I'll just tell us review after.
All right. Fuck you guys.
Okay then. All
Well, I
right.
want to hear it, so we're gonna end the show. Goodbye. Are we
Ah,
gonna? Are we?
Huh?
Is there
Do we have
oh,
anything else to talk about, really?
Is there?
I don't
there's
know.
stuff
no?
in content. Is it
Yeah,
worth it?
Yeah, we do have a channel called Content where we put content.
I
on
guess
the
we'll go
channel.
take a quick gander through there.
All right.
There's whack ass tier
Quick.
lists too. We could do one of those real quick.
No, don't wanna.
No, we have to be like on the ball to have one of those.
Here we go.
Yeah, those are for special occasions.
Yes.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
can we please watch the controlled demolition fucking video?
Sure.
So Marvel Fan 101.
This one is fucking stupid.
Not yet.
So 9/11.
International
So
Center for
9/11.
9/11 Justice.
9/11 fan
Verifi-
101.
Verified Twitter account.
911.
It
Motherfuckers mystified by the
so-
concept of gravity.
It's a building
like-
exploding.
So I guess the point is like how it's going down, but I don't think this guy realizes not everything comes down at once. Like it doesn't just go from top to bottom. The reason it's falling is because the supports gave out. So of course windows in the middle are getting shattered because 7,000 like 7,000 tons of fucking force is falling on it as we speak. Yeah, a window's probably gonna shatter.
I would
Well,
argue.
no, what's
I would
getting
argue that
shattered
the
is
more
my
important.
worldview.
What he thinks is that it's
Yeah.
like Jenga, where like the bottom, it got hit at the top. You got to hit.
I would argue that the more important factor here is that a plane crashed into the building. But
like
Yeah, but like
he thinks it's like
this-
Jenga, where the
we're
whole
talking about how it's
building would like
falling.
fall over to one side like a timber, and that just wouldn't work because it's not a single like.
well, yeah, a plane. Imagine this is 9/11. A plane goes into the
Oh.
middle of the building. The bottom would not explode. The
No.
top would.
Yeah, it's not like some obelisk where it's like one solid object. By the way, it's made up of like millions of components.
The World Trade
collapsing.
Center did not take poison damage.
Drake, I have bad news. I'm
Yes.
looking at this guy's bio. It says he has a film.
Peace, war, and 9/11.
Are we adding this
Oh.
to the list of films we gotta watch?
Oh yeah, we gotta add that.
I'm not sure if it's like
No.
in the same genre, but I mean,
It says Kick Assia.
It's not in the same genre as the Cinema Snob movie,
Oh, we
but
can just.
Who the fuck's
it's
this
just-
guy?
It's just available just to watch.
All right, skip to a random timestamp. How long is it?
7 hours.
Presented
No, it's just an
by
hour.
Rick-
Skip.
In the iMovie
All right,
fucking
47
This is-
minutes, 27 seconds. Skip to that.
This is iMovie right here, presented by
Skip to
Redact.
40,
I heard
47
you! Holy shit! Shut up! Anyways, this is literally iMovie, like presented
Yes.
by Redacted. And by the way, I like how this kind of encapsulates like conservative politics as a whole, because it's like him being, oh, I have to be redacted for this, and it's like you were actively typing this, you weren't redacted after the fact.
I'm being censored for my views. I say
So how much? 42, 47?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Right, you got it. All right,
Hey,
so
but
what
second
else you
thing
have to
we
say?
Oh, it's on Rumble.
Narrative.
discovered was more complex. So
Is
we
this Jordan
thought,
Peterson?
given
No, that's
the number of
redacted.
their own people on the scene who were
On
talking
the
about
scene.
these things being blown up,
He's telling it like it's a
how
ghost
on earth
Speak up.
story.
did it happen
Speak up.
that by the end of the day on
Why is it in a
9/11,
theater?
an entirely different story was being
This
told?
is cinema.
At the end of the day, everyone was singing from the
And
same
cinema.
handbook, and they were saying that a Saudi dissident by the name of Osama bin Laden and his group of
him?
merry men had somehow piloted
group of merry
planes
men?
into the buildings, and the
Well, it wasn't him that did it. He
he
hired
got people to do it. And also, like, you saw the plane.
planes brought them down.
We just
Yeah,
saw
see
it.
the
You-
plane hit the tower.
I just witnessed it.
You showed it on screen.
You showed. I just witnessed it happen right
You
there.
show.
No, that's the narrative.
No explosions or anything involved.
No,
No
that's a pretty big
explosions.
explosion right there.
Has this guy left his house?
I love how the arguments like jet fuel doesn't
Who
melt
edited
doesn't melt
this?
steel beams.
Except it
Jet
does.
think
fuel
the-
doesn't.
the
Yeah,
went
well,
rogue.
yes. Just because jet fuel can't melt right through the beams doesn't mean that it can't weaken it. Also, a plane did go through the tower. That's gonna do a number.
And also, it
That might-
wasn't
that might leave a
steel.
dent.
It was steel alloy. Well, steel is already an alloy. But
It's also a plane.
it is also
That shit go pretty.
It
That
also
shit go pretty
is
fast.
a fucking plane that hit it.
Rent video.
Rent.
Oh yeah, so I'm morally obligated to stop rants, but I have no qualms with this.
The
Oh,
rent.
yeah.
rent
The
video.
Oh, it's a rent video. Yes.
Yeah, an equally devastating disaster, which is Marvel Fan 101.
I asked someone what I want the fan art for my fan fiction.
What?
About what I want the fan art.
About
Okay.
Well, it North Pole? Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, he has
ma'am.
to make a meme before he rents.
What? Why's Frosty
Actually,
here?
he just pirated the whole Frosty movie.
That'll be 3,000.
Oh, is that the fan art?
That was the fan.
Is that the
fan-
Vine Boom?
I don't know.
What did that have to do with anything?
I'm not even sure I get what this is.
I'm sure he'll explain.
That'll be
What are you, Reds?
$3,000.04,
Bandicam.
including tax.
My reaction was bad. I hate this design. It's not even bluey, and she's charging me $155.55. Okay.
The fuck?
My reaction was bad. I hate this.
No. No.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
basically you need
Oh, he's
content.
mad.
So
Ah!
he didn't like it. So they were
He's
like,
become
okay.
Mickey Mouse.
So, if you're not gonna pay me for it, you're not gonna get it. That was what that meme was at the beginning. That's an unreasonable stance to have, of course. If you're not
Yeah.
gonna get paid for your work, you don't get the work.
If you're like,
It's
I
for
don't
this
want
video-
this art, so I'm not going to pay for it. Oh, okay, you're not getting the art, but I want the art.
Video, let me explain. So basically, I got an email or
Okay.
notification
An email?
on my fanfiction
Email.
app, and
The only way to
basically,
contact him.
I saw someone wants to commission me for like
Mention me.
wants to do something for my
Conviction.
fanfictions. So the
I
story
like that it looks like
actually
Mickey
begged
Mouse
for
is yelling
them
at the
for a
Kind
review, And I
Master.
was like, okay. I accepted it, and I decided to send her my Discord,
Okay.
and we talk about
Alright.
what we're gonna do.
So
And
Alright.
what he means is that they were soliciting commissions. she was not commissioning him. He just doesn't know what the word means.
Oh, that
So I
can't be.
pick.
He knows
So
everything.
she will do animation or fan art. Let me explain. So basically,
Let me explain.
I
So
wanted to do
animation is a
and I
series
was like,
of
for
moving images.
What does this guy do for work?
Fan fictions, I
He
imagine.
makes Bluey fanfiction.
He does Bluey fan fiction. He recovers shopping carts from trenches and fixes them up and sells them back to the convenience stores.
That'd be
In a
more of a
second.
job than he actually has.
I decided to do a $20 or $30 if you accept that.
Dolls.
But she was like, no, 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 no. If you want a 10-second animation, you gotta pay $2,000. I don't know, I could be
$2,000.
wrong. It's one
I'm
$2,000,
sure.
and I was like, what the fuck?
What the
Whoa!
fuck?
You
Dude,
would
I
think
paid.
You would think a Bluey fan would like understand the value of animation, but
Okay, no, I'm gonna be
$2,000.
real though. Like, I don't think they were asking for 2,000. I think he's losing his fucking mind. Cause I've gotten 7-second animations for $8. So I don't know, man.
I mean, this is this person. $2,000
I mean,
of
yeah.
animation, 10 seconds, that's 12 frames per second, that's 120 drawings, $2,000,
Well,
I mean.
If he's saying, like, I want you to do an animation where Bluey may or may not get AIDS, I'd probably be like, yeah, $1 million.
Wait, has this guy written fan
Juan
fiction about
Luke.
Bluey getting AIDS? What?
Yeah, we
what?
read
Yeah,
this
when
on
you
stream.
on the episode?
I'm gonna be dead ass. Usually when you guys turn this guy on is when I take my stream nap.
When we were watching Juan Luke diagnose Bluey with AIDS after she got hit by a ball.
Well, it
What
could
the
be
fuck?
AIDS.
Could be AIDS.
Could be.
Could be aid.
Bluey's
ADS.
heart stopped before Christmas.
I'm sorry for cussing, but I was like, why? And I was like, screw it, balance.
Why?
So, and then the price she gave me is $155. And I was like, screw it. So I pay her, and I answer about what I want.
Okay,
and
so
what
he
the design
pays
look
before
like.
he gets the art.
Okay. That's kind of normal with commissions. I typically pay after the commission, but some artists want the money before it, which I understand that because I'm sure there's plenty of artists that have been burned before, but I like to
Sure.
pay after getting the art because if I pay before it, they will not make it good. So
And I was like, okay. And then finally I got the first look of what the art looks like, and I was like, that's not Bluey. The one you saw before the video? I mean, we're doing the video? That's not Bluey. That's not Bluey. That's a human. That's literally
you know what?
It's a human.
If this is what he got back and he asked for Bluey, he's actually right. Yeah, that is not Bluey.
That isn't Bluey.
Yeah.
That's
Not
a
Bluey.
human woman.
So
She's
what does
white,
he do?
actually.
That's literally a human.
Divine booms.
An adult fucking human. An adult fucking human. And I was like, I'm gonna still pay her.
This is the most he's
And
sweared
that's
in
the
his
design
lifetime.
that she wanted
Yeah,
to do.
he wouldn't dare raise his voice though.
No, he doesn't want his mom to hear this.
I should point out, earlier we said there's no good conservative content creators.
We were wrong.
Yeah. And I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. He legitimately, if you guys haven't seen an episode where we talk about him, he legitimately is fully bought into
Yes.
the right because his parents are.
I was like, no. I was like, no. So this is the final straw for me.
Okay.
Right.
The
So
final straw, the single straw that has been spent.
like, I don't know. I should keep paying her or block her. If you guys
Keep
have
paying
any
her?
ideas
Keep paying
on what should I do,
Yeah, the
Please
commission was
comment.
$100 a week. I don't really know what that was about.
Yeah. What should I do, guys? She's not doing the commission that I wanted for. So what should I do? If only there was something like some simple solution or a series of simple solutions you could do.
Well, that's why it's called a rent video. He's like, should I keep using my rent money to pay this woman?
On see if I can block her or just go with the flow, like still pay her, because this is getting ridiculous. But I finally found someone doing the commission, which technically it's not bad. $70 to 80,
Technically.
and someone with $80, I can live with that. $70 or $80. And this one person actually was nice to me.
Okay.
And I sent out the $70
Okay.
and what the
So he's found a
design
new
looked like.
person
And-
who's doing what he wants, but he's like, should I keep paying the other person?
Yeah. Oh, what else? What else is he up to?
Does he do anything anymore, or is that it?
That was it.
Oh, secret
I want to
announcement.
see this guy get hit by a fucking car, and I'm not joking.
Secret
Oh,
announcement.
don't say that. We need more fan fiction.
No.
Something is
All right, end stream, end stream. No. You could have ended it at something.
coming.
Oh, but what?
Okay.
No. No. No.
We did.
That's great. Okay, so
all right.
I don't know why I